So welcome everybody. We have a roundtable and we will speak about the results of our project. And you are all related to the space management of each different place. If you would introduce yourself.
So hello, my name is Giedrė and I come from a performing arts venue in Vilnius, Lithuania called Arts Painting House.
My name is Irene. I come from La Central del Circ, based in Barcelona. This is a training and creation venue in Barcelona for circus artists.
My name is Marina. I work in La Grainerie. That is also a creation and training and also diffusion venue in Toulouse.
Oh, really nice. Welcome you. And we will speak about 3 topics. Basically the past, so before the project, what was your experience with the collaborative tools? I'm also interested in what was your expectations and what are your results about working with these tools. And we will also look in the future how you implemented these tools and what's the plans with you. So, let's go. Okay? Was it okay? All right. Okay, so first question. What collaborative tools have you used in your space management work before this?
But you don't need to be first question because it could be in every sense. So maybe begin, don't tell first question.
Yeah, just a question.
It will be not the same order. So just begin to look the camera.
All right.
And to say before, I don't know, the introduction, but not to say first question. You know?
Okay.
Sorry.
So what was the collaborative tool you have used in your space management before the CIRCollaborative Tools project?
So in our venue, we are super old school and basic. We have we basically use only Google Drive, Google Sheets, Google Calendar, and of course emailing with a bunch of millions of emails. So, well, it's a basic tool, but it kind of works for us. So there weren't any big needs for other programs, but a bunch of emails is just you get lost in that. So it's basically what we used.
So basically the email was the most
Google
important.
Drive to archive things, and then you just email and email and email.
So just Google, nothing else?
Yeah, actually, just Google.
Okay, all right.
In La Central del Circ, according to space management, we got an Excel sheet in our server, so we could check and edit this document only when we were in the office, and that was what we got.
So it was not even online then, right?
No. That was a big problem because one of the persons who is managing a lot of the creation rooms is traveling a lot to record because she has a lot of projects, international projects. So it was a big issue. And on the other hand, we got also a space management need. It was in the training room. There are so many spots. And before starting the CIRCollaborative project, we got a whiteboard just at the entrance of the room. Mm-hmm. We still have it, but we are in the process of changing it and introducing a new tool.
So it was totally middle-aged.
Yeah, totally. So romantic.
Yeah. All right. And here?
Yeah, at La Grainerie, before the CIRCollaborative project, we had a Google Drive spreadsheet for our general spaces calendar. Mm-hmm. So with the dates, like in the lines, and the columns are the spaces, and yeah, we have one tab per month, and that's how we worked.
So one sheet fits all, and that's all.
One sheet is for 1 year, and then we had different tabs for months, and it's a shared calendar with the team. And
So it was online. So you
it's
could even
online.
reach
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's Google Drive.
Google Drive. Yeah.
And we have one person that is responsible of this calendar, but several persons that can change it, but there is one person that is really responsible.
All right, all right. But then came the CIRCollaborative Tools project, and I'm sure you have some expectations about the tools, what you will experience here. And then we passed 1.5, 2 years with the work with these tools, and then come now some results. What was the expectations, and now how you see them according to the results what you came to?
So we as an organization didn't have like a lot of problems in organizing things. Maybe, yeah, it's a bit old school, yeah, millions of emails, but, you know, we're not a big team, like 5 people in administrations, and we most of the time we sit together. So it's not very complicated to like organize our things, like at least in a like daily routine. So I don't know if I had like any big expectations. I was just very curious what can be, you know, what is possible, for what can you use these programs, and, you know, how it can make your life easier. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I had some like big expectations. I was more curious, and like how did we like in the process of the project, we kind of really like raised one problem that we really had, because, you know, like Google Sheets is like so simple, but kind of basically works for us for our like space management needs. But one thing was, you know, that was missing. In our context, that was like a public calendar for rehearsal spaces that artists could see and just know when the spaces are available for rehearsals. And, you know, that one person who was me, they wouldn't need to call me and say like, hey, could you tell all the availability in 1 month of that studio? That's very inconvenient, because you have to, you know, like, oh, say the whole calendar of the month. So that was kind of our problem, that we kind of wanted to somehow maybe, find a solution for it. So in the end, actually, we didn't even use a program for it. Just one of the IT guys did some coding for it, you know, because when you have like a Google Sheet and Google Calendar, you know, both, everything in the Google family is very,
Ensembled or
Easy.
yeah,
Easy-
you can really,
easy
you
to
can
work,
easily,
yeah.
you can transfer information.
yeah,
easily,
like
yeah.
synchronize them,
Yeah.
combine them, and etc. So it was quite easy just to put a code into the Google Sheets and synchronize it with the calendar that we had for the spaces, you know, basically. And then you put that calendar into your webpage, and then it, you know, it's connected with our Google Sheet, so that the information that I put in, it automatically shows in the calendar. So because there was a thought, maybe I can, you know, put all the information by hand into the calendar, but that's like basically doing the same job twice, and then you can sometimes, you know, make mistakes, and just it's easier now. Really, like that was a very good solution for us to kind of find a way to synchronize these both things, and yeah, the outcome is now that artists can see.
So it means the project got you to the right IT
Yes.
expert who could
Yeah.
solve the problem for you, understand and solve it to you with one code, and now you improved your own.
Yeah, we tried
things,
like
yeah.
in the beginning I experimented myself with some of the programs, but I saw that it doesn't really, when you have a specific problem, those programs, you know, not all of them have, you know, like basically, for example, SCADA that I tried to look and check, it didn't have all the features that I needed, because when you work from day-to-day basis, it's like, it becomes very clear what is the problem and what need do you have, and sometimes just not really have the feature that you need.
All right, all right.
Well, in our case, yeah, we were doing the expectations and results. Before these projects, we got no expectations. Actually, we were more like Giedrė, more curious about the tools, and because we didn't have big issues, big lack or needs, and we were curious, and we were saying like, okay, let's see what this project can bring to us, and maybe if we can implement anything. So yeah, in the meantime, we were aware that maybe we could implement some tools to share information easily in our office, because as in the arts printing house, we are 8 people working in the same office, so we are very close, we are together, except 1 or 2 persons who are traveling. And that was actually the point, how to share the information online and easily. We wanted something very easy to use and nothing special. So that's why we put this Excel sheet we got on our server just online. It was a Google spreadsheet. It was very easy. I mean, everyone can do it. Maybe we don't need this project to do that. But yeah, it was something we did in one of our workshops. So it was great. It was a small but big step at the same time.
Yeah, but it means that this project gave you the inspiration to do that, because otherwise maybe you will stick to the old method, and for years nothing has changed.
Yeah, and what I realized, I mean, for me, the result of this project is small steps leads you to a big steps.
Yeah.
So, no, just... I don't know how to say
it's
it.
not necessarily that you take one program and apply, and it's great. You just maybe broaden your point of view, how you can really
don't change like everything, but maybe a little dynamic then leads you to change another dynamic, and then
just wider your point of view to those programs, you know, because it looks sometimes very complicated. But
it means that as you were introduced to other applications, which now you haven't implemented, but it widened your vision about what is possible. It helped you to improve your own each applications to use it on a higher level.
Well, maybe in a way, yes.
Yeah.
I think we can all say that we have a better understanding now how those programs work, and basically what can be done with what program, like, or what can you use them. It's not necessarily to take one and implement it at all.
And just to compare all the features and have a balance on, okay, what is this giving to me? What is this giving the other one? And what is the best? And
so both of you understand your programs, what you use before the project on a deeper level, just thanks to the project.
Well, you can say that, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and according to space management, we got this Google spreadsheet, and as I said, we also have, this is actually a need we have, how to manage the spaces in our big training room. And we also experimented in SCADA, and as her, we see that this wasn't helping us. There was so many features left and everything. So we just experimented. We know this in the wall, in the online, but it's not everything in these tools. So it's just a way to widen your view.
Your mind.
Yeah.
And what about Grainerie?
Well, at Grainerie, we didn't have big expectations either. But we thought that it could be interesting to try the new tools, because we have many spaces, many activities, and we thought it would be a good thing to have all the information in one place. So that's why we tried the Google Calendar. What was interesting is that we could put inside more information that we used to put in our Google Drive spreadsheet, and like information about, I don't know, like the needs that you need for one residency, for the technicals, for example. So that was the idea. We also wanted to have the team calendar together. Well, the result was that it wasn't really good for us for the vision by spaces that we needed. That's why we developed another. Well, the Equito talked about this other application, so that Google Calendar would be translated in this full calendar where we would have a view by spaces. But still, it wasn't as good as we needed. So at the beginning, we came back to our old system that works. But we kept the Google Calendar for the team calendars. And we are still thinking about maybe using the Google Calendar for two co-working spaces that we have at La Grainerie, and where it could work. But for us it wasn't a big change, but as for you, it was a way to kind of look at things differently and try to evolve a little bit.
Yeah, and just about take care of these issues, because normally people just tend to use it.
They don't think about how to make them improve.
Yeah. Okay, and now you have an experience about how you can improve, and how you see the future of implementing these tools, and what is really important, how you would describe the results to another institution of what came out from this project.
So the results, well, we spoke, now we spoke about space management, but in general, my venue, we have like three festivals and 2 programs. So immediately after first workshop, I was like so motivated and inspired. I came back and I kind of tried to speak with my team like, oh, can we really well, Trello is the main program, the king of the mountain in this project. So I was kind of really motivated to kind of suggest this program for our projects, not daily work, but like separate projects. And because 2 members of our team, they're not really techie and like they're not really like open. They like to do things as we always do. I don't really like see the why do we have to change, So, and for me it looks a bit like it's a bit sad when people are not even willing to try, because I think Trello would be super useful in like project basis, because then you would avoid millions of emails, like Google Drive separate sheets, not even in one folder that I realized just recently that really it's not even in one place. So I would hope that maybe I could try to suggest this again to our team and like argumented that why it's better to use it and to try to use it, not having millions of emails every time, and especially when you need to find information, it's like very hard. So I would say that I hope that in the future we can really like implement more of these programs, and maybe even now when you have some problem, you can even then not think of the most simplistic way to solve it, but then look into the digital tools even. So I would say just the outcome of this, how I would describe it is that the outcome is just more knowledge in general about programs and how you can use it. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
So it's just,
because always what is hard is this balance between, because if you implement a new tool, new platform, a new system, there's always someone who's skeptical about that. So it's hard to push somebody to do that, and
because everybody has to use it for it really to work.
Exactly.
Everybody has to use it.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about this project actually, that it made a lot of people try this, a lot of different people in the different teams of all the venues that participated.
Especially your venue.
Yeah.
You forced everybody.
everybody
was trying new things. So
but still, in La Central, only 3 people came to these workshops, but everyone in La Central tried to know about Trello or Scheda, and it's there in the air.
Like, I know this.
At some point we'll.
I wouldn't say the same thing about La Grainerie. It's still difficult. It's
so
still
in La Grainerie, the resistance, what also she was mentioning, was strong against this application.
Well, it's because what we used to have works, and maybe there are some people that are a little less technological, or that it's kind of complicated to make things change.
Especially if people are older.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry, but that's true.
That's true.
Well, old, and also when they've been here for a long time and they work with the same tools, it's also complicated, even when they are not.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay, and have you had experience about sharing these applications and these methods to some other institution?
Let me think.
Just like explaining about what
Yeah.
it is, you mean? Or
Also to explaining and also to gather interest. Over.
Yeah, I don't think maybe not officially in our case. Like we didn't do any meeting and to spread the word, but it is true that now I have for myself I have little projects in the office. So sometimes I use Trello, for instance, or it's not like I'm explaining to other people how to use it, but I try to implement in.
yes, me too.
And
For my own
yeah.
stuff.
For instance, last week I got something to do with a video, and the guy who's doing the video, he said, "Okay, do you have Trello?" I was like, "Yes." So it's not about space management, but still, it was like, yes. So why not?
That's funny because I tried not to use it when I'm not at work.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm using the same things that I use at work.
No, but
and-
this is, from my work.
Oh,
But-
okay, I
But
was
your
at
own,
work.
not
Sorry,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get it. Okay.
Yeah, because me as well. Like we have a youth program in our venue that I am the coordinator of, and I already did a board of Trello there. I'm preparing.
Your secret plan.
Yeah, actually, it's really good to feel and be proud that we are up to date to
Yeah,
these
sure.
tech things, because these things are usually used by the commercial big companies, and now we start to implement it in the art field, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, or at least this is the cliche, no? We don't know.
All right.
Yeah, but if you have all the information, then you can decide what is better for you or not. So actually, that's the point.
And as to close the conversation, I have one last question for each of us. How you could describe your impressions in one word about the CIRCollaborative Tools project?
One word.
One word.
One
just
I got
single
it.
word.
Inspiring.
inspiring.
Yes.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, you
I would
like it.
agree. I would join the word.
All right.
Yeah, inspiring.
Yeah.
2 for inspiring, and for the third?
Yeah, I would say it's 2 words. Can I?
All right.
Sharing experiences.
Share experiences. Okay.
I agree as well.
Yeah, I learned one good expression: peer-to-peer learning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we really like
Yeah.
it in this
Beautiful.
project.
Beautiful.
I think it's
Besides
an
Trello,
expression
the
that was like an expression of European projects.
Yeah, that's it.
So, peer-to-peer. Okay, so thank you, Space Management team. Thank you for joining
welcome.
us.
Thank you.
So, thank you, and keep the spirit of CIRCollaborative Tools.
We will.